Hey y'all, welcome back to The Good Homegirl. So today I wanted to get into the controversy behind dank demoss and just give my 2 cents on the matter. So I will say that for myself personally, I did have a period of maybe about 5 years where I was overweight and uncomfortable. I'm used to being smaller, but after 2 pregnancies, gaining that weight, I went through just a really just tough time in my life, and it caused me to hold on to that weight a lot longer than I needed to. My view on this is not going to be biased from a place of just, oh, you're small now, so you get it. Like, no, I definitely, I understand both sides, but I do believe that some accountability is definitely in order. So for those who may not be familiar, Dank demoss, her real name is Dajae Blanding, is a Detroit-based rapper known for her tracks like So What, Just Talking, and Rounds. She is a proud advocate for body positivity and the CEO of Fashodo Records. She was also on the show with Waka Flocka's mom. I can't remember the name of the show right now because I didn't watch it, but I do remember an episode where Big Deb did eliminate her from the show because she wanted her to focus on her health and get her health in order. Recently, she found herself at the center of a heated debate after a Lyft driver refused her service, citing concerns about her weight and the capacity of his vehicle. She pretty much argued with him that, oh, my best friend has a Benz and I fit in her car just fine, yada, yada, yada. For context, this young lady is like 500 plus pounds. This incident obviously has sparked discussions about discrimination, body image, and the responsibilities of service providers. So let's break it down. So let's start with what actually happened. So in January, she requested a Lyft ride to attend a Detroit Lions watch party. Upon arrival, the driver assessed her and expressed concerns that his car's low-profile tires could not support her weight. Despite her assurance that she could fit into the car, the driver insisted otherwise and suggested that she order a larger vehicle and offered to refund her ride. She felt humiliated and discriminated against, and so she recorded this encounter and filed a lawsuit against Lyft, alleging weight-based discrimination. She emphasized that the incident hurt her feelings, and she stated that I've been in cars smaller than that. I just want them to know that this hurt my feelings. I feel like I personally am not like fat phobic, but I do feel like once a human body gets above a certain weight class, we need to talk. There's no healthy human being on this planet that weighs over, I would say, like 400 pounds. I also feel like when you're overweight, you have to pay for extra seats. Your clothes cost more because that's extra fabric. I don't think that man was wrong for telling her, like, you can't fit in here and you need an Uber XL. What I think he should have done, though, I don't think that he thought that he was going to get sued or get banned from Lyft, but I think that what should have happened is he should have just canceled the ride. Like, if he would have just saw her cancel the ride and drove off, then fine. But I do feel like he was trying to be compassionate and just letting her know that, hey, no, this is not going to work. What are the legal implications? Like, is weight a protected characteristic? To me personally, I would say no. Only because if you go to an amusement park and you get on a ride, there is a weight limit on the ride. There's a weight limit on a lot of things for a reason. So if you get on, like for instance, if you get on a ride at Knott's Berry Farm and the seatbelt doesn't buckle, you can't get on that ride. Now it becomes a danger to you. It becomes a liability for the amusement park and everybody else involved. And you're well aware of that. I just feel like even though obesity is definitely considered a medical condition, there are so many ways that people can get help. I don't personally, and this is not coming from a judgmental place, but I personally don't understand why anyone would want to be 500 pounds. This baby, she suffers. She can't even talk without trying to catch her breath. You cannot tell me that you're comfortable that way. Her attorneys argue that in Detroit, weight is a protected characteristic under local anti-discrimination laws. They equate the driver's refusal to provide service based on her weight to denying someone service due to their race or religion. I honestly feel like it's not the same thing. This perspective highlights the broader issue of how weight discrimination is perceived and addressed legally. However, the legal landscape is complex. While some jurisdictions explicitly protect against weight discrimination, others do not. This case could set a significant precedent for how such matters are handled in the future. Now, the public has definitely been mixed on this topic. I know, like I said, for myself, I don't think that the driver was wrong. I think that if the driver was very just rude in how he said it to her, I could understand her feelings being hurt. I could understand if he pulled up and he was like, oh, hell no, you're not getting your big ass in my car. Then I could understand. But that's not what he said. He just said, I'm so sorry, I can't take your ride. So I just feel like this is being drugged. She literally was on the Breakfast Club not too long ago and sat in an office chair that they have everybody sit in and was like, y'all ain't got no bigger chairs. And they literally had to bring her a piece of a sectional. And so her argument is that, people should be accommodated. Okay. But when DJ Envy gave you that big ass piece of sectional, you didn't feel away. But when this man told you, hey, my car is too small for you, you felt away. You got to make that make sense. I do understand people and the whole body positivity movement. I will tell you that I don't completely agree with every aspect of it. I don't believe that if body positivity means you risking your health, then I call bullshit, I don't even consider this to be discrimination. That man know his car, so he knew that his car was not going to be able to handle that. And I think people forget that when you drive for Uber or Lyft, that you literally are your own independent contractor. So that man is in charge of the wear and tear on his car on his own. And there are people that are arguing that service providers should accommodate all customers regardless of size. Once again, I call bullshit. I have a client that is literally over 400 pounds. Do y'all I went through 2 salon chairs because of her. She's a sweet person. I don't have any personal issues with her, but you are costing me money. And then unfortunately, every time I see her, she gets bigger. At some point, it's no longer body shaming. At some point, it's no, this is really what's going on. I personally sympathize with the driver. I do believe, like I said, that the driver did believe that his car could be compromised. And I do believe that he had the right to refuse service. And he was not rude. This incident brings to light the broader issues of body positivity and discrimination that plus-size individuals often face. It raises questions about societal standards, the stigmatization of larger bodies, and the systemic challenges that overweight individuals encounter daily. It's essential to recognize that everyone deserves respect and fair treatment regardless of their size. Discrimination in any form perpetuates harm and reinforces negative stereotypes. But at the same time, I think that we all need to come to a happy medium, and we need to all be honest with ourselves. Because we're going to look at the super skinny girl too and wonder, is she okay? Did you eat today? Are you all right? No one should be that small. So it's the same thing on both sides of the spectrum. I worry about the super skinny girls the same way that I worry about the morbidly obese ones. And either size can kill you. As this case unfolds, it serves as a reminder of the importance of empathy, understanding, and open dialogue. Whether it's about body image, discrimination, or personal rights, these conversations are crucial for fostering a more inclusive and compassionate society, as well as having honest conversations about these sorts of topics. I definitely will keep up with this topic, and I will provide updates as they become available. But in the meantime, I do believe that we should all treat each other with kindness and respect. At the same time, we need to hold ourselves accountable for what happens to us in our lives. She would never have to worry about ordering an Uber XL if she wasn't XL. I don't know how else to put it. And I mean that with I know it's coming off kind of condescending, but I mean no harm when I say that. We have to be honest with ourselves. When I was overweight, the biggest I got was 260. I am 5'2". I was uncomfortable. I was miserable. I wasn't sleeping well. Just all the way around. I was just not a happy person. I feel like sometimes body positivity is performative. I don't believe that everybody is comfortable being that big in size. I just think that people are comfortable in their bad habits, and their size allows them to have those habits. But that's all I have for today, y'all. If this resonated with you, please share it, engage in the conversation, and let's keep pushing for a world where while everybody feels valued and seen, they are also held accountable. Don't forget to follow me on all social media platforms. My handle is the same. And as always, subscribe, rate, and leave a review. And I will talk to y'all in the next one. Bye.